Hi guys, welcome to a video diary. I've been meaning to film this for a while now. I've been wanting to do at least one video diary at least once a week, but that hasn't been working out. I have good reason though. Welcome. That's hubby's uniform. It's drying, so if you guys see that, that's not someone standing there. It's his uniform, so it's drying. But anyways, welcome to the new Cackling Moon room. So I have my windows open, but if you could see behind me, that's my dresser that has all of the oh, my phone is dirty. I could see like the screen is all nasty. That is the dresser that holds all of the decks that I have in my collection. The cat tree, because the cats love to look out the window. There's a special little corner right there for the cats. And then over here I have my bookshelves. There's like 2 bookshelves here with books, crystals, all my little goodies and whatnot. And then of course my desk. I'll have to post a picture. I posted a picture on my Instagram, so if you want to see, you know, some pictures of the way the room looks, check out the Instagram. I just don't feel like getting up and like doing a video of like the whole tour because it's a small little space. I mean, it's actually, the room is bigger. It's bigger than the other TCM room, and the lighting is 10 times better in here than it was in there because the sun actually hits the front of the house. And so when you have the windows open, it's like beautiful natural lighting, as you can see. And the wall is painted, but it's a like more of a very, 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 very calming greenish color. And it's just more relaxing than the orange or like that salmony orangey color that's in the other room. And I decided not to put up my tapestry in this room because my husband is also sharing the space. So I guess I'll just get up and I'll just show you guys. It's just because I have the camera facing me, so it's kind of awkward. But so this is the desk space that I'm going to be working, doing my readings. And then we have our little printer and whatnot here. Like I said, this is the cat's corner. And then this is the dresser that has, sorry, it's a little awkward. This is the dresser that has my decks. So they're all neatly stored in each one. The bottom one has like my large decks that are like, the boxes are just so big, they're so awkward. So I'm hoping to eventually put up some shelving on the walls so that I could put the larger decks on the shelves, and then I'll have more space for, you know, like the basic standard size tarot decks. Closet space is still holding a lot of the it's still holding a lot of like junk, so I'm not really utilizing the closet. And then I have the bookshelves here. All of my astrology books are on this white one, and then all of my tarot books are on this one, and then my more like spiritual related witchy books, and then hubby's stuff at the bottom. So it's a nice little space, and it's like perfect. So that's what I've been doing. I have literally been moving into this space for the last couple days, and so I haven't I haven't put any YouTube content out. I've done some client readings, but some of the readings I kept them as unlisted or private. Yum. I kept them as unlisted or private because I just didn't feel like posting them in public. And so even though you don't see client readings popping up on my channel, they're still happening. So I've been working on that, and then like just getting this room situated. And now that the room is done, I feel so good. There's nothing like walking into a clean, neat space. Like, it is so neat. It is so clear and neat. Oh my God, that's gonna freak me out. Every time I see that, I think there's like someone standing there. That's why I'm trying to like make it so that you guys can't see it when I'm like sitting here like covering it, because it's just gonna distract me. So anyways, there's just nothing like walking into a neat space and all of that. So updates, like, because usually like my video diaries now, since they're so like few and far between, I pretty much use it as update time. So the biggest update was literally moving Cackling Moon into this room. The other room, which is literally on the other side of this wall, I'm gonna be making it into another guest room / exercise room. So I have another bedroom that we put our old bed, because we got a new mattress. So that's the other big news, is that I got a new mattress. Well, hubby and I did. And so we moved our old mattress and the box thingy, you know, the foundation of it. We moved it into the other bedroom, the blue room. We call it the blue room because that wall is blue. And basically that is a no cat zone room. We cleaned it, vacuumed it, everything. So if like my parents decided to stay up with us, they have somewhere to go that is no cats, because my dad is allergic to Starla. So it's funny, he's not allergic to Luna, but he's allergic to Starla. So, and I think I'm allergic to Starla. It's like her fur, there's something about her dander that just gets to me. So that's a no cat space, and it's like a safe space for friends or family who come to stay with us. They have somewhere to escape and not be bothered. So no cats go into that room. And then the old TCM room, the red room, I'm gonna call it the red room. So there's the blue room and there's the red room. The red room is going to be another guest room. I plan on putting, I think I'm gonna go with a futon kind of a thing, a futon or a twin bed, just something small, and putting it in the room, because the room itself is small. And then I want to eventually, I have like my yoga mat and stuff. And when I'm in the market for buying, I'm gonna be purchasing a treadmill. That's gonna go in there as well. So it's gonna be kind of like my little exercise room / guest room. And there's like another book, I have another bookshelf in there that has all of my like vampire and alien and zombie books. I'm keeping them in that room, so I'm separating. That's why these bookshelves look a little bit more sparse, because I don't have all my other stuff in there. So it's kind of exciting. I have like more space on these bookshelves to put other goodies. So anyways, sorry if I'm like coughing and wheezy and stuff. It's like in the morning, guys. Like I said, I get that morning allergy, but it's been really windy the last 2 days. And it's just like, I went out and I got a coffee, or not really a coffee, I got like a sugary drink, which I probably shouldn't even be drinking, but I went out and did that. And I'm telling you, like the wind, it was so windy last night. It kicks up all of the dust and like dirt and crap. And I'm really sensitive. Like I have a lot of allergies, so my allergies are just crazy today. So anyways, so there was that. So I'm really excited to be putting together that bedroom, but that's going to be a project maybe in another week or two. I'll start working on that, because this was a big one. Like this was a lot. I moved most of the furniture by myself. Pretty much all of the furniture, I moved it by myself. But hubby like helped me put up the aura paintings, the photos. Those are all of my aura photos that I had done. So really fun, really, really exciting. I love it. I just love having my space. I'm just so happy. So anyways, that's new. And then what else do I want to update you guys with? I don't know about my last video diary, but I did start offering birth chart readings. So I've done a couple of them. They've been really fun to do. It's really kick-started my astrology studies again. So I've been studying astrology consistently, inconsistently, on and off. Like it changes. It just depends on my mood. But I've been studying astrology solid for 2 to 3 years now. And I feel like I was at the point where I'm ready to just do a chart reading. And so now that I'm doing the chart readings for people, I found that my knowledge of astrology has really increased, and it really helps. So it's the same thing with like when you're reading tarot cards and you finally like take that leap to read for other people, and you find that you're like catching on even more, and you're, you know, it just feels more natural. Oh, that's how I feel. So doing the birth chart readings for people has proven to be a very positive experience so far. What else? Reading. So totally have all this. Sorry, I'm gonna be so, I have to get used to being able to see the front end of my house now when I have these windows open, so I could see like when there's someone walking by or like when the cars are driving by. So that's gonna be a whole new ball game, because the other room, it was like just the side of the house. So I don't have the book with me, but I do have the cover. So this week, today, yes, literally today, today's Monday, I started up my book club again. So we are reading You Were Born for This, Astrology for Radical Self-Acceptance. I posted this on my Instagram, so if you guys are interested in following along, it's pretty much a go at your own pace kind of a book club, but I do set reading prompts for like each week. So every Monday or Sunday night usually, Monday depends, I will do an Instagram post where I will tell you guys, okay, for this week, this is what we're reading. And so yesterday I posted for the week what we're reading. We're basically reading the introduction and chapters 1 and 2. It sounds like a lot, but really it's only about 40 pages, 35 pages or so. So it's not too much reading. And then I was going through, like yesterday, I was going through each chapter just to see how many pages it is and how like for me, reading 100 pages in a week isn't a big deal, but for some people it might be, because, you know, you have to incorporate the fact that some people still work. I work from home now, so I have more reading time, but I still think about that. So I figure each week you have 7 days, and if like, I think the most out of this book club, I had to divide one chapter in half. So one half of it was for 1 week, and the other half it's like the final chapter, because it was a 100-page chapter. So normally 100 pages for me is no biggie, but I didn't want to overwhelm you guys. So I decided for that chapter, we cut it in half. So 1 week we're reading 50 pages, the other week we're reading the other 50 pages. And I figure it's 7 days. So if you like kind of divide that 7 days, if you read a certain amount of pages per day, it's not as overwhelming and not as much pressure as if you were trying to cram like 50 pages in one day, which can be overwhelming for some people. So for the most part, it's not that crazy. You're really reading 50-ish, 40 to 50 pages a week. And so it's laid out where we will be done with it in 5 weeks. So that's not bad, 5 weeks for a book. It's an astrology book, so if you guys are interested in reading it, it is astrology. It's not a dry astrology. I've already been like, I took peeks at the book prior to deciding if this was something I wanted to open up as a book club, because I know some astrology books can be very, very dry and just so boring. But this one isn't. It's actually really, really easy to read and to follow along, and we're only tapping into the sun, moon, and rising sign. So it's not super overwhelming, and it's perfect for beginner astrology people. It's perfect for people who've been reading astrology forever. And it's perfect for those of us who are kind of like somewhere in the middle, which is where I fall. So if you guys are interested in following along, if you want to just follow along through Instagram, I'll be doing posts throughout the week about the book. I'm going to try to be a little bit more active about it. I might do a live or two. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. I get nervous doing Instagram lives for some reason, but I really want to do that. So if you're interested in following along, you could totally follow me through Instagram. My information is in the description box. If you want to follow through the Facebook group, I do have a private Facebook group where the discussions are a little bit easier to have, because it's like a platform where I can put a post up and people can comment. So there's about 605 people, I think, in my Facebook group. So if you want to join, you could join in on the discussion there. Or I hope to, I'm not making any promises because I kind of fell off the bandwagon with the tarot one. But I do plan on, hopefully, I plan on filming at least 1 or 2 discussions about the book. So if I do that, then there'll be a video discussion on YouTube, and then you guys can comment on that too. If you want to DM me on the down low and just DM me and chit chat about the book, I would love to hear it. Like, I love talking about books. If you want to email me, you can email me. I don't care. Whatever, however you want to reach out to me, do it. And I'm totally open to it. I'm not one of those people where it's like, oh, don't DM me. I don't have time for you. Like, I have a lot of time. I'll answer you when I have time, but I totally welcome your DMs. So this is the book club. This is what we're going to be reading for the next 5 weeks. I'm super excited about it. I had to take the cover off of the book though, because it bugs me. Like, if it's not a library book, I won't have the cover on it. So, and then since we're talking about books, the other one that's been so juicy, I'm getting through Forbidden. This is the book about a brother and a sister who are they're like pretty much raising their siblings because they have a drunk mother, a mother who's a drunk, and they have a father who abandoned them. So it's a really it's really sad. It breaks my heart because I could resonate with some of the stuff in there, dealing with having a drunk parent. So it does kind of bring back memories. And in fact, because I read this before I went to sleep, I did dream about like my past, about my childhood, which was a little bit uncomfortable because it's not part of my life that I like to remember, but it is part of my life. So because I was reading this before I went to sleep, I had a dream about, my father and stuff. So it was a little weird. But other than that, the book is super taboo, but it's written really nicely, at least so far. I'm only into chapter 8. So I still have quite a ways to go with the book, but I do plan on reading a shit ton today, and a shit ton tonight. So I really want to finish this book by tomorrow night because I have so many more library books that I want to get through. And I'm just on like this kick right now, you guys. Like, I'm so into reading, and I'm like, I love it because sometimes I just can't get into it. And sometimes I lose my mojo, like my love for reading, and then it's like months will go by and I won't read anything and I can't finish anything and nothing catches my attention. And so I just been on a reading kick. I'm reading Forbidden. I'm reading You Were Born for This. I'm also reading Pisces. So I'm reading one of those like little Pisces books. I posted a picture of it on Instagram because February is my birthday month, and Pisces season doesn't start till the 19th. So we're almost there. The 18th or 19th. Some people say 18, some people say 19. But Pisces season doesn't start for another 2 weeks. So, but pretty much like the vibe of Pisces is on the way. So I'm really excited. And so to celebrate that, I'm reading about my sun sign. So I'm reading that little book as well. And then I'm also trying to stick with reading the other fiction book, The Girl Behind the Red Rope. It's the one about the occult, or not the occult. She's in a cult, a religious cult. And it's really, really good. But I haven't picked that one up in a couple days, so I need to get back into it. So I'm reading 4 books at the same time right now. It could be a little bit chaotic, but because they're so different, it's easier to maintain versus if I was reading 3 astrology books. Okay. So anyways, so that's what I'm doing there. Just totally been a bookworm. Totally loving working from home. I'm happy. I'm stress-free. I don't have tension on my shoulders like I used to get. I don't have stress and anger, pent-up rage. I used to have a lot of pent-up rage. I would just get so angry, and it was I would be angry over, my boss, or I would be angry over, because I didn't really vibe with her. My boss. I mean, I don't know. Maybe she did like me, but my intuition kept telling me that she did not like me for whatever reason. And it was just so uncomfortable for me. I was very intimidated by her. And so it was a little uncomfortable towards the last couple months. I was very stressed out. And then when I was commuting, like driving an hour and a half to work was just not fun. After a while, it was just like, well, it was more like an hour, but sometimes it would take 2 hours just to get home if I caught traffic, or if there was like a bad accident on the freeway, which did happen more times than not. So it's just nice. It's like stress-free city. So we've already noticed a decrease in our monthly gas expenses. I think I told you guys before, we were paying like anywhere from like $500 to $600. It was more on the higher end, like $550, $600 a month on gas, especially during that summer when when gas was like $4 a gallon. And then like this last monthly statement, I think our gas bill was, it was $380, which was significantly less. It still had a couple, like 2 weeks worth of my commute within it, so that's why it was a little bit higher. But this, like literally next month's statement, I'm anticipating a gas. I'm anticipating it to be no more than $300. So significantly less. Super happy about that. But other than that, like life has been good, you guys. I'm really happy. Like I said, I'm happy, I'm stress-free, and I have a lot of time to do the things that I want to do. I did have a little hiccup of depression a couple days ago. I think it was like a couple days ago. But it happens. Like it's one of those things where it's just like, that's part of life. Like that's part of my life. That's part of my reality. I have depression, and it comes on and it goes, and it comes and goes, and sometimes it lingers for a couple days, and sometimes it's just for a couple hours, and my mood swings can be very bad. They can be very dramatic. My mood swings can be all over the place. But yeah, when my depression hit, I knew it was gonna hit. Like you could feel it. So those of you guys, if you suffer from random bouts of depression, you guys will know exactly what I'm talking about. But you feel it. It just feels like this like glooming rain cloud that is on its way, and you know it's coming, and there's nothing that you can do to stop it. It's gonna hit. And so I've learned from my experience, everyone's different. So I'm not saying that this is how it is for everybody, but I'm speaking for myself, that when depression does hit, I have to let it hit. Like I can't run away from it. I've tried that and it doesn't work, at least for me. I always have to face my depression head on. So I've learned to just let it hit. I cry. I feel cuckoo for the day. Sometimes I just don't want to do anything. Sometimes I just sleep. Sometimes when it's gonna hit, it's gonna hit. And so this time I knew it was coming, and I was like, you know what? Rather than just being home, I need to get out of the house. So I kind of like did a more productive approach to my depression. And so I got up, I showered, I put on a full face of makeup, because some people are complete opposites. Some people find no makeup to be liberating, but for me, it's kind of the opposite. Like, especially lately, like now that I work from home, my makeup consists of just filling in my eyebrows and putting on some mascara. That's pretty much what I wear on a daily basis. Some days I don't put anything on, but, for me, it's liberating for me to put on a full face of makeup. I feel really good. I feel pretty. I feel pretty now, but I feel pretty. I curled my hair. I just did myself up. And I left the house early. I drove down to my parents' house. I brought they had breakfast. They had leftovers and stuff. So we had a big breakfast, and I just sat and talked with my parents. I hung out with them because I hadn't seen them for over a week. And they have dogs. So I was able to hang out with the puppies, and hanging out with dogs is very different from the cats. Like the cats, oh, where'd she go? Oh, she's laying in the cat tree. The cats are kind of like, I'm gonna do my thing, don't bug me. And dogs are more like, they want to be around you and they want your attention and stuff. So it was kind of nice to have that energy. And so I hung out with the dogs, I hung out with my parents. I went to the library on my way home and I checked out a bunch of books and I just felt so much better. So it was kind of like self-care, but I was being more proactive self-care, because sometimes my self-care is just staying in bed and sleeping, or self-care is like a negative, you know, like where I'm eating my emotions and I'm just crying and just, you know, having a pity party, which is not always a negative thing, but for me, it could be a very toxic thing if I don't snap myself out of it. So I was dealing with depression and it went away. It was about a 24-hour bug. It hit late at night and then it was there when I woke up and it was there throughout the day. But later that night, I was good. So it was just one of those things. You just gotta roll with it. You just gotta roll with it, is what it is. You know, gotta honor your depression. You gotta accept that it's a part of you, and don't let it just don't let it ruin your life. You know, like, it's easier said than done for sure. But you just have to be proactive and still live your life, and it's a part of you. You know. So yeah. So that was that. What else? I don't know. I don't think I really have anything else to update you guys on. I think that's pretty much the gist of it. I'm going to go ahead and end the video now. I really need to film the weekly readings. That's another update, is that my weekly readings, I'm going to start something new where I'm going to be doing actual YouTube videos for each of the elements, versus like the quick 10-minute cramming everything in 10 minutes on my Instagram. So I'm going to test this out, see how people like it. And I was supposed to do it yesterday, but yesterday was Super Bowl Sunday, and yesterday it was just like the excuse to just do nothing, which was worth it. So I didn't film, and I figured everyone's gonna be watching either Super Bowl or doing something else. It's a Sunday. No one's gonna be paying attention to my energy readings. So I'm just like, I'm just gonna film it on Monday, and you guys can just forgive me later. So that's what I'm gonna do now, and just get started on that, because I have 4 videos to film with those. So we will get into that, and I will check back with you guys on another day. Hope you guys are all doing well. Comment below, tell me what you guys have been up to, what's new with you. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Bye, my loves.